Yo, what is up, Instagrammers? I have not been on here live in so long, it feels like, and I get to be better at showing up here live. So, when you join on Insta or if it's on my story, hey Kathy, how are you? Hey Diddy, where are you guys at? I know Kathy, you're in Idaho, right? Pat, where are you at? I'd love to hear and tell me how your day is, both of you. I have a super amazing topic to talk about, and it's just called I Don't Know Why I'm Doing This. And I'm super excited to share about this topic with you because I feel like a lot of times, especially in right now with COVID, we all want to understand why we're doing something. Like, why are we wearing masks? Why our business is closed? Why are these things? And we each want to know why. And one thing that I teach a lot, especially about manifestation or just in life in general, is I really, really teach you to let go of having to know it all and just trust the feeling of knowing your soul is guiding you, knowing that what you know is what's best for you is guiding you. And I'm sharing this with you guys because I'm running a class this Thursday, so 2 days from now. And in the class, I'm specifically talking about turning chaos into peace. The class is going to be 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. I'm running it live, and if you get it, you can get the replay, but I will never, hey Joe, I will never, ever again have it in like any of my stuff on my website. It's a one-time course offering that I'm doing. And basically how I created this, and it kind of like leads to my topic that's here, but I don't know why I'm doing this, is I feel like a lot of times, a couple weeks ago, I noticed like I was having all these thoughts in my mind. Like it was so chaotic. Like I was thinking about my business and my PhD and the strategies for my clients, the strategies for my business, the new funnels that we're building, like my new team members. Like I had literally all these thoughts that were going in my mind. And it was like, okay, I'm back. It was so chaotic. I was like, I have no idea why this is like happening or why my mind is going this way. But I just had all these thoughts that were like literally racing in my head. And so I was like, okay, like I clearly know this is not good for my nervous system. And like, this is not really in like soul alignment, or this is not like how it's meant to feel. And so I started to just like close my eyes and kind of observe all of these thoughts that were happening. And then I kind of realized, okay, if I'm like having all these chaotic thoughts about like these emails, these clients, these things, like surely there's a lot of other people out there, especially because of COVID, who are having like chaotic thoughts, who are wondering like, how am I gonna work and have kids? How am I gonna go to school? How am I gonna do homework? Like what's gonna happen if I graduate school, and what kind of job? Like there's all these other, or am I still gonna have a job in 6 months? Like all these people that probably also have chaotic thoughts going in them. And I feel like I titled this, or I'm naming this, I don't know why I'm doing this, is because if we actually just stopped and thought, like paused, we don't even need to think, like paused, and we could just observe the thoughts running through us, we would have no idea why those thoughts are running through us. Zero. And one thing this really brought me to is, some of you know I don't talk about it a lot on here. I probably should talk about it more, but I had cancer at age 14, and I self-healed myself to be off the medication I was meant to be on for the rest of my life. And so I feel with this, one thing that's really important, or one thing that I want to share, is the only reason I did that is because I started listening to my soul. And one thing that I do with my clients all the time is like guiding them to understand, like, what is your soul? How do you cultivate a relationship with your soul? And then how do you really take action from that space? However, when our thoughts are going all crazy and all chaotic, even if we're like super excited, we're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. This is the best thing ever. Da-da-da. Like that's still chaos. It's still chaotic thoughts. And when we have that type of thinking that's going on within us, we're really not going to be able to achieve what it is we want to achieve, because those thoughts, excited or just chaos, are nervous, still are activating our nervous system. And I didn't really know a lot about the nervous system until about a year ago, when I started studying it and understanding the relationship I had with my nervous system. But what I wanted to share is, when you have these chaotic thoughts that are going like that, you're activating your nervous system and you're taking yourself out of your body into the future, into the past, about with whatever chaotic thoughts that are happening. Because if you are fully present in the moment right now, like, you wouldn't have any thoughts. For me, I'm simply here present in the moment, hearing what's coming through me and choosing the word choices that are out of my mouth. You are simply here receiving. That's the art of being present. That's the art of not knowing why you're really doing it, but just knowing that you're here in the mode of receptivity. And that's a way to start calming these thoughts down. That's a way to start calming the mind down. And so I have a few other practices I do with this that I'm running on my live training call on Thursday, which is September 4th or 3rd, one of the two. Anyway, but 6:30 PST in 2 days. It's only live, and I'm going to be talking a lot about turning your chaos into peace. The other thing that I really want to talk about, I wrote my little notebook here. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is how to understand, like, okay, you know, in your mind, you have these thoughts and you're thinking, I want this thing. I want the job promotion, or I want COVID to be over. I don't want to wear a mask anymore. Like, whatever it is, there's a lot of things you could be thinking about. But whatever that thing that you're so badly wanting, it's actually not happening because it's tied to an emotional root that you have. And so whenever you're like going through that emotion, well, first of all, whatever you really want, you have to acknowledge that's not really what you want. That's actually just an emotion that's being raised for you to see and for you to witness and for you to heal. From that, you then will naturally either receive your desired result because you actually cured the thing blocking you from it, or you'll realize the thing you wanted was never really the thing you wanted. And so that's another thing that I'm going to be covering. And the last thing that I'm going to be covering in this training is how to always return to fulfillment. I feel like it's really easy for a lot of people to look at me online, and for people to see, like, it's so easy for Colleen, like, she can just make all these things or do whatever that it is. And I think a lot of people look at my life that way, or think I just have it made. And I did have really great parents and I had a great, life, but I didn't really, I had a lot of shit, considering cancer, emotional, relationships that were crazy. But I realized that I had to overcome them, and I always had to come back to a way of fulfillment and to a way of purpose. And if I didn't do that, I would be suffering. And so that was another way that I really decided to choose to turn my chaos into peace, and going through that process of doing it. And so I don't really know, again, like I said, why I'm doing this course. It's just something that I teach in frequency and manifestation that you are able to join me. It's going to be live on Thursday, 6:30 PST. It's $144 to join. I will not be doing it live again. It's a one-time course, a one-time class, a one-time offer. And that's it. It'll be starting then. And so message me to get enrolled. And there'll be a light language meditation as well that I do. If you haven't heard my singing or my meditations, they're fucking extraordinary. So make sure to message me to be able to get enrolled. And I'm super excited to serve you.